This decade is the decade of African independence. Forward then to independence.
One black star.
To independence now. Tomorrow, the United States of Africa.
You worked so hard to build a house you wanna.
Happy independence to all my Ghanaians all over the world. It's your beloved white people. I'm standing here, right here at the Independence Square, where the first speech of liberation was made by our first president, Dr. Kwame Nkrumah. So wherever we are, this is what we have to come back to. And this is one of the reasons I came back.
All of us, you and I, this is all we got. Let's put aside all the fight. Ghana stolen. This is where we are. Where we are.
So I had to write a song to dedicate to this day, to remind us that it was through unity that we gained our independence. The whole core concept of the song is unity. The song is titled Letter to Africa.
We are. Oh, this is where we are. Where we are.
One of the reasons why I came back is to give back to the community. I have a shop situated in Kaswa and it's doing so well. So I felt like I had a social responsibility to give back to that community. And so I visited an orphanage center.
Feel the energy that is.
Hello everyone, it's your Bossman over here. So for my birthday, I decided to come and visit an orphanage. These are people that don't have anyone to look after them, and taking upon them is some ladies, who try to take care of them and make sure they have at least something to eat and a place to stay. It's not really a great place, but they do have the roof over their head. As for my birthday, rather than celebrate, this is how I've chosen to celebrate my own birthday, is to give something back to the community of Kaswa, which is where my the family store is located. Thank God that the business is booming and it's good. So since the business is doing well, so we must also give back. So here is the little orphanage. It's not a big place, but it served the purpose. There are children, newborn children, from children that wears pampers to the age of maybe like 15, 16, this, what you see is their water tank, which they use to do everything really. So here is the place. So say hi.
Hi. Good afternoon. How are you?
This is my mother. So we decided to pick up some essential stuff, some clothing for kids, for newborn babies, some nappies, some anything that people might need, and a few essential stuff or things that they may use to cook, such as oil and a few other things. Well, where you gonna say hi?
Hi.
Okay, so we're gonna go in and meet the lady that looks after all these children.
Africa, my home.
This is where we live.
We're not alone.
Oh, Ghana, our home.
Hello. How's everybody? That's good. Okay.
Our home is called Ash. Abandoned refugee unit.
Yeah.
And it was formed 2004.
Yeah.
2004. To reach out to the needy, the less privileged, the orphans, teenage mothers, widows. So look after for them,
Yeah.
help them to go to school, help them to be a better person, first in Christ, and then in other areas of life.
Okay.
Our main objective is for the betterment of the future leaders.
Usually. Okay. So how do you come across the children?
We get them in different. Some was abandoned. Some was brought to the home because their parents could not afford. Because from the war, people came here.
Yeah.
So most of the family then they don't have it, and they don't want their children to stay home.
Yeah.
Okay, so they bring the children in. Some teenage mothers they bring the children in. One or two bring their children and later die in the process.
Okay.
So that's our family that offer less privilege.
So the children that you look after, what are their ages? Ranges from
The youngest among the group now is 3 years.
3 years old.
Yes, but certain time when need arise, we take less than that. All depends on the nature of that child.
Okay.
Condition of that child, then we can go to that extent. Because usually we used to take babies and things, but no funding and no food supply for that age. Because they are different from these other ages. The other ages, any food you can give them, or the babies, they eat special food, they need pampers and things. So because we don't have it, we put a stop to babies. We take baby from 1 year and 3 months up.
Okay.
Yes.
The disco days, yeah, that's you for work today. Make we not forget when I yesterday, because the history show us the light today. Yeah,
All of us, this is the only home we got. All of us, Ghana's the only home we got. All of us, this is the only home we got. All of us, Ghana's the only home we got. One people.
So on my way back, I met this kid who was selling coconuts on the street. Now this is a kid who was supposed to be probably just going to school and just having fun with his fellow kids, but he is now forced to be on the roadside to sell coconuts. This is the hardship, what they go through, just so they can get something small for the day to go ahead. But you know what really touched me is that the kid asked for nothing else but, please sir, when you're coming back, bring me book and pen. Now that's a kid who wants to study. It's a kid who wants to study. That's a kid who wants to study, who wants access to information. We know information is power. Now imagine giving the opportunity to that kid, giving access to education to that kid. Imagine what he could become. Now, I'll leave that to you to think about that. So I'm asking everyone, all of you, every little helps. Any little is not too little. Just so that we can help those orphanage and those kids, like the little boy who was selling coconuts on the street, just so that they can have access to information that we take for granted. I put myself first. I take that for granted. This is your boy YB. Ghana. Happy Independence Day.
And once it falls,